Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Gone for a few days. Had a little cold to deal with. You can still hear it in my voice, of course, but I'm back. I'm going to go ahead. I'm no doctor. I'm no outbreak specialist, but I'm going to go ahead and say the moment I got sick was when I bent down to give my son a kiss goodnight. He was sick. He had it first. You know how kids do. They love to share when they're not supposed to. But I leaned down to give him a kiss goodnight, and he coughed directly in my face. So I'm going to go ahead and pinpoint that as the time that I got sick. Anyway, a lot has been going on in the last 3 days. Of course, Kobe Bryant, his daughter, their friends, the pilot, 9 people total killed in the helicopter crash. I mean, hey, what can you say to that? It's a fucking tragedy. Those poor kids. His wife, his daughters who were left behind. I mean, the families of the other people. Shit's just terrible top to bottom, front to back. And, of course, a reporter. Now, she was a reporter or an anchor, whatever you want to call her, on MSNBC, and that is a turd, 100%, but what's right is right. So everybody is trying to pile on this lady and say that she was live on air and said nigger when referring to Kobe Bryant. Now, I've listened to it, slow motion, regular motion, fast motion, all the motions, and she clearly said Knakers. She got Knicks and Lakers mixed up. Makes sense. She was talking about basketball, and she got 2 basketball teams' names mixed up. It's not like she was talking about vegetables and said, yeah, I love carrots, celery, and niggers. Whoops. No. Context matters. She was talking about basketball teams. She got 2 of the biggest ones mixed up together. Did it sound like it? If you were walking past the TV, yeah, and heard that, you'd be like, what'd she say? But give it a listen. That's not what that woman said. That shit's so crazy. That's how thirsty people are for racism. That's how much they clamor and break their neck to find any little piece of racism they can. They're like a crackhead who drops their crack on the carpet. They're looking around for any little thing that looks like crack so they can smoke it. And these race fiends are crawling around looking for any little thing that looks like racism. Stop that shit. Now, is that lady dumb for working for MSNBC? Obviously. But is she a racist? I don't know. I don't give a shit. I don't know her personally. But did she go on TV and say the word nigger? Fuck no. Now, on to the next one. President Trump, I knew he listened to my videos. He watched them. I know he has them on in the background when he's getting ready in the morning because he said what I've been saying. Donna Moan is a dumbass. Called him the dumbest man on TV with low ratings. Right and right again. So this greasy lip bitch was doing his show. He had a couple turds on there. One of them looked like the dude with the thick glasses from Trailer Park Boys. He could probably see molecules with those fucking glasses. Remember, we used to burn ants with things like that back in the day. So this fool is talking about how Trump and his supporters are so dumb that they couldn't find Ukraine on a map if you spotted them a U and a picture of an actual crane. Donna Moan found that hilarious. And to be honest, man, I couldn't spot Ukraine on... Who the fuck can spot Ukraine on a map? I don't know. I can spot it all 50 states, but I can't spot Ukraine on a map. Does that mean I'm dumb? I don't know. I don't think so. But he started laughing like Donna Moan, she was cracking up. He couldn't even talk. So then caught a bunch of heat, and then he went back and gave some half-ass, bitch-ass apology. Oh, you can't even call it that. He just referenced it. He spoke on it. Saying that, oh, I don't laugh at people, and I was laughing at the joke and not the people. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you were. You have a hatred and disdain for Trump and his supporters. But don't worry. We have equal hate and disdain for you too, Donna Moan, you greasy lip bitch. Also, the Supreme Court pushed through or went ahead and enacted the public charge rule, meaning you can't come to our country fucked up needing help. Makes sense, right? I don't know why this is so earth-shattering, but there were some lower courts that blocked it, said it was racist. Some fool from New York is saying that this disproportionately affects immigrants of color. Yeah, dummy, because we allow more colored migrants than any other. But Trump is racist. I know. America's racist. I know. That's what they tell me. But the actions don't line up with their words. They're telling me it's racist, yet we let more colored folk in this country than non-colored folk. Mexicans are the #1 immigrants, legal and illegal, to America. So before this law that Trump enacted, if they were going to be hospitalized or receive cash benefits, they would be denied. But that's been expanded to any public assistance. You can't come to us needing our help. You're supposed to add to it, not take away. Like I've said before, America is a big ass potluck. All right, remember those at work? Everybody brings something. When you go to somebody's house, when I go to my boy's house this weekend to watch the Super Bowl, to watch the 49ers getting that ass like a bike with no seat, I'm gonna bring something. Okay, I'm not just gonna show up hungry with the plate. I'm gonna bring something. What are you bringing to the table? Don't bring your knife and fork and an appetite. No, bring something to the table that we could all get a little piece of. That makes sense. What the fuck is going on here? When did regular shit that makes sense become taboo? What other country allows this shit? The very countries, i.e. Mexico, who send us the most immigrants, don't allow that shit. I've told the story about my man Dave. What up, Dave? What up, Marianne? I've told the story about my man Dave, how he went down to Mexico. They did everything but give him a colonoscopy to go down there. Financial records, his criminal record, if any. What are you bringing to us? How long are you going to be here? Where are you going? When are you leaving? They want to know all that shit. And they have every right. If you don't like the rules, don't fucking show up. You don't have to be here. Those are the rules. And it should be that way. We're trying to add to America, not take away, not more fucking handouts, not more fucking hats in hand. We got enough of that. Okay? We got enough. Close that list. No more names on that list. We got enough people that need fucking handouts. But if you're going to come here, bring something. What skills do you have? Are you able to take care of yourself? Legitimate questions to me. Sounds great. Makes sense. Which is why it doesn't make sense to them. And it barely passed. It was 5-4. But it did pass. It is the law. If you come here, don't come here needing. Come here giving. Come here bringing. Nah, you need welfare and housing and medication. Man, there was some video I saw with this fucking lady. She was from somewhere south of the border, been here 20 fucking years and still needed a translator. But she's talking about, oh, my money's running out at the end of the month. She gets subsidized rent, she gets EBT, and she gets her medication paid for. When she had a bag full of fucking pills. What the fuck you doing bringing your sickly ass up here? You better get healthy. Even back in the day, even in Ellis Island, they didn't stand for that shit. You got a cough, a sniffle. Hey, who was that? Who just coughed? Who sneezed? You? Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a shit if it did take you 28 days to ride over here on a steam-powered boat. You better steam-power your ass back home and get that cold taken care of. You coming here infecting our people? The fuck? That's how we got so damn great. By allowing the best of the best to come here. When did we stop that? We don't owe the rest of the world shit. We don't owe you a seat at our table. We don't owe you a bed. We don't owe you Medicare. We don't owe you medical insurance. We don't owe you a place to stay. We don't even give that shit to Americans. If you're an American, they will not give your ass shit. That's what we all need to do. We all need to leave, come back in the country illegally, and it's all good. They'll be standing there with a cell phone, medical insurance, keys to your new house, keys to your new minivan, school clothes for your kids. What kind of crazy shit is this? But it's the law now. Don't come here needing shit or we'll turn you away. I don't have a problem with it. If you have a problem with that, please let me know in the comment section so we can talk this shit out. But people, you know where I'm headed, to that damn rat race, but you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tones, fanatictones.com, link in the description box. It's only $1.29. Please help me to stay independent. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.